You're listening to Were You Still Talking?
Beautiful.
All right, so I'll give this a try. So today in my studio, I have Jeffery B. Tobey, or Jeff as I know him. I've got his resume in front of me. He's worked in a lot of different places. One of the interesting ones is the Charleston Marine Biology in Charleston, Oregon. He's worked in sales for quite a long time. He's also a bit of a farmer, which I'll ask him more about. And we're just here BSing, shooting it. So, man, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about your shirt. How people can't figure your shirt out.
Right.
What's the deal?
It's a W, but I got it at the Discount Oregon store over at the fairgrounds, and I think they just made 2 U's on it. But it is a W.
Oh, maybe that was why it was at the discount store.
It was.
We love going to that sale. We're talking about the University of Oregon. For anyone who doesn't know, the Ducks, go Ducks. Big fans. Even though we live in Missouri, what is it? Not Missouri.
Millersburg, Missouri.
Millersburg, Missouri, which is where Jeff lives, and I came all the way out here to Millersburg to do the podcast with him. Well, this is quite a place. It's really hot here today.
It is really hot here today. I'm sweating.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry about the studio. I don't have any air conditioning. And I'm not really sorry. I don't know why I apologize. It doesn't do any good. I still won't have air conditioning. So, yeah, and I don't think people should apologize for themselves. Be who you are. Anyways, so U of O Ducks, that's what we're talking about. UU, which is supposed to look like a W, but no one got it.
No one got it. You got it.
No one sees it. That's funny. I got it. Yeah, I saw it right away. I had no problem.
Right. Well, you have good eyes.
Yeah, not really. Oh, darn, this mic's starting to make noise. I'm going to have to mess with that later.
What is it, a bad connection?
No, it's a short in the mic, so it just means more EQ when I go to EQ this. More messing around with things.
Millersburg, Missouri. That's
Millersburg, Missouri.
Home of the scrappers, right?
Yeah, you were telling me. So what is a scrapper?
A scrapper is somebody that knows metals, copper, aluminum, tin.
That's wild.
Yeah, so they're like 4 generations here, just complete and utter scrappers. So I'd keep your car in the garage because if it's got aluminum on it,
because people will
Millersburg will come and get you for sure. Do you have a catalytic converter worth money? Put it in the garage.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. That's nuts. So was your family scrappers? Is that where you come from?
No.
Or they did other stuff?
No, Millersburg, Missouri was in the country, and I worked at Slumberland Furniture, as you'll see on my resume.
Okay, yeah.
And they're a country store. They're always in the country. And so I had a house in the country there.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't a scrapper.
You weren't a scrapper?
No, I do tin cans. I give them to the twins when they come around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the twins are these fellows in our neighborhood who are always around. They've been around for years now. They look thinner every time I see them, but they're the ones who pick up all our scrap. And they're not really scrappers. They're people struggling to stay alive. So
they're canners.
Yeah, they're canners. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they're canners. That's
right.
it. That's exactly what they are.
So we give our cans to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. We try and give stuff. I put my bottles out and hope they grab them. There was something else.
Crazy thing was I was at Dairy Mart, Joel, and one of the twins was up there buying something to eat, and he opened his wallet, and he had more 20s than I've ever had in a week. So I don't know.
Well, maybe that was a year's worth of cans.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's
he had
hard
some
to
money.
know.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, I always wonder. I have this strange curiosity as to if some of the people walking around collecting cans are actually living in a mansion somewhere, and they go home and put on a smoking jacket. And
well, 99% aren't.
No,
but there is that 1%.
It's a really tough problem. I wish I had even a modicum of an answer for it. I know the other thing. You asked me what I thought of the Epstein dilemma or the Epstein story, I guess it is. And yeah, boy, I don't have a clue. I mean,
is that crazy?
It's really crazy. It's really crazy. I do immediately jump to conspiracy theory, but then I saw a news story where they were saying how absolutely stupid that was because no one knows anything. And conspiracy theories, I know I can say this. I can talk today, I swear. Conspiracy theories come out in today's news cycle before the news. Right. It's like the actual story hasn't even come out. Who could possibly know how he died 24 hours after his death?
That is correct.
Yeah. There's no way to know it. I mean, obviously Trump killed him, but,
obviously, Trump could have been involved in that.
Or anyone.
But can we say?
Right.
I mean, I don't think so. Maybe the prince.
The fact that he blamed Clinton made me figure he must be guilty. But, yeah, it's all just speculation. It's all just pure speculation, which is, why I stay away from news topics.
He didn't kill himself.
Well, we don't know.
It's suicide
we don't know.
By jury.
Yeah. But he could have easily killed himself.
I mean,
That's
it is.
Thing.
I mean,
people figure out all kinds of ways to commit suicide. And the thing is, everyone's like, well, why was he pulled out of solitary? Why was he pulled out of suicide watch? Well, honestly, it's probably because his lawyers.
Right.
And of course, his lawyers aren't going to come forward and say, well, we got him out of there because it was terrible. Right. They're not saying that, and they're not going to say that.
He owns an island. He owned an island.
Exactly.
I mean, the guy was worth...
He was worth billions of dollars.
Was he worth trillions, maybe?
I don't know if he was worth... I don't know if anyone's worth trillions yet.
He could have been one of the closest.
But, he wasn't even in the top 10 if you look at the...
Oh, really?
Because once in a while, that list comes out,
right,
and I glance at it. I don't think he was even on there. It's always a competition between... Berkshire Hathaway guy and one of the tech giants.
Right.
It's always one of these two bouncing back and forth. Bill Gates and Berkshire Hathaway, they were like neck and neck for years. And I think now Bill Gates may have given away enough money that he's moved like to third or something, But you can't even imagine that kind of money and what it could do.
Oh my gosh. Right.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah, lots of power there.
Yeah, he is. He does a lot of good things for the people. A lot of power.
Yeah.
Apparently, you have to have islands with power.
Well, you want to get away, honestly, if I could afford an island,
where's all the money going to go?
Get one. Yeah. Oh, for Epstein?
Yeah.
Who knows?
There's a lot of
There's
money.
Already a lot of people talking about suing him, and I'm quite sure. There's going to someone with that kind of money has lots of heirs.
Right.
He would have made a will.
Wonder if we should make our report on that, because I can remember when I was a youngster, I think he was recruiting me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
It's true.
You remember, right? He came to the neighborhood.
Man, I tell you. We need to call a lawyer. Here's my phone.
Right.
Let's pick it up. Get calling.
Schlesinger.
What is happening?
How do you spell Schlesinger? De Villeneuve.
Oh, no, they're not paying me. Don't say that.
Let us fight for you.
Yeah.
Maybe they will now.
I'm sure they would. They'd get nowhere, but I'm sure they would try if you paid them money. You betcha.
Right.
You betcha. No problem.
Right.
So another thing you do... we live in the same neighborhood here in Missouri.
Millersburg.
In Millersburg. We live in the same neighborhood. There's the two brothers. And we were talking about our neighbors the other day. We have all kinds of stories that we make up. And then we went to a garden party of one of our neighbors and learned that some of our stories are completely made up, which was funny. We met a lot of our neighbors for the first time. But we have the strange guy down the street living in a falling down house. That's still hard to figure out. Who we think may have a dead body in his home.
It's possible. I mean, at least my girlfriend thinks there's a dead body in the home.
Yeah, I think a few people at the garden party suspected. But the funny thing is, they could have taken him away in the middle of the night. We'd have no idea.
Right.
Because a coroner will come 24 hours. So, yeah, if something did happen, we would...
You would
have
smell it,
no
right?
clue. Well, you smell it for a while, yeah. It seems like we would have smelled something for a bit, and then eventually It doesn't smell anymore, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, unless he wrapped him in plastic. I mean, who knows?
Maybe he's got him in the car now
This
because
is pure Rumorville.
I see him riding bikes all over town now. That car hasn't moved.
I walked by the other day, and he was working on that car.
Oh, he was?
The car that he's always sitting in. He was working on it. He had a voltmeter, and he was like grumbling and walking back and forth. And the trunk was open. I don't think the hood was open. The trunk was open, and he seemed to be messing with the dash or something. And yeah. So that
maybe
was
the speedometer was broke.
Maybe that's all it is.
Right?
I don't know.
Just put an arm on it and start her up.
Maybe he jumped it a long time ago and now it's like
he's always working on it though.
Oh, is he?
Or sitting on it. Yeah, sitting in it. Hey, I didn't get a chance to tell you, my brother, who works for Alaskan Airlines, he threw out the first pitch at the Tampa Bay Seattle game on Saturday night.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool watching him do that.
Yeah. Older, younger brother?
Younger brother.
Younger brother?
Yeah.
So does he live in Seattle?
He does, Bonnie Lake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wow. How in the world did he get to do that?
It was Edgar Martinez night. So they were celebrating Edgar Martinez being put into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And he is a legendary employee for Alaskan Airlines. So he got to throw out the pitch. He got to hang out in the club with all the Edgar Martinez and whomever else, Jay Buhner and all those guys.
Wow. So your brother is a legendary employee at Alaskan Airlines.
That is correct.
Does he get discount tickets for you?
He does. Well, here's the deal. Is this going to go on?
Yes, this is going to go out
he's got
everywhere.
A friend.
You don't have to. You don't have to tell me if it's a secret.
He's got a friend who is. Now, I grow tomatoes in the backyard. Well, his friend loves tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
So
his friend loves tomatoes.
Yeah, so he's trading me 10 round-trip airplane tickets for one tomato plant.
For one tomato plant?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Thank you, Alaskan Airlines.
Too bad.
And to the other person who I'm going through. Not my brother, of course.
Here's the thing that's funny about that story. It's perfectly,
it is here. It is there too.
And there too.
Right.
There's only one aspect of that story that's
probably not good.
That you probably want to keep secret, which you can on my podcast because hardly anyone's listening.
Right.
But yeah, that was something I wanted to talk to you about. But it's not, now you got to keep it a secret, I guess.
Right. Well, tomatoes are
tomato plants.
It's amazing, these tomato plants.
They're something.
80 inches tall, and just producing tomatoes by the minute.
They are really green, really nice.
Starting.
You like fertilize them daily? Is it daily or every other day?
It seems like daily, Joel.
It does.
It does seem like daily, Joel. I am out there a lot. Mostly smoking cigarettes.
Oh, okay. You're smoking cigarettes and just talking
and
to
looking
them.
For bugs.
And you talk to them, right?
I do talk. I talk, but mostly I'm looking for vermin.
Oh, but the coolest thing is, looking for vermin.
I am. Oh. Because I don't want to have to spray them. So,
you just pick them off?
I do.
You do?
I do.
That's going to take a while.
I get them all.
So you're looking for ladybugs, maybe?
I want the ladybugs. The ladybugs.
Because they eat the other shit.
That's correct. Yeah. No, I'm looking for this year, which hasn't been in the past years. Pincher bugs are the main culprit this year.
Oh, really?
And snails and slugs. Now, if I keep them in the yard where they're at during the sun, I don't have any snail or slug problems. But if I have to move them underneath the awning, the snails...
snails are more
They're underneath the deck.
They're underneath the deck.
I don't know what the deal is, so I didn't know.
Well, Heidi threw them all on the other neighbor's roof, not your roof.
Well, good.
I swear to God, she would find a snail and she would toss it. No, actually, most of the time it was our roof. She would toss it on the roof. I assume she figures they'll just fry up there. Instead of, and then, well, sometimes she got snail bait. There is a really good snail bait from this place called Gardens Alive. Yeah, I still need to sponsor Gardens Alive. And it's all natural, and I don't think it'll hurt anything, plants or people.
Well, I've gotten them.
Yeah.
I hunt them. I'm out there morning, noon, and night.
That's fun, too.
I don't have a job, so don't forget my resume. I am looking.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at your resume. So, Jeff has worked in construction at Joseph Baker Construction, Slumberland Furniture. He was in sales. Charleston Marine Biology. He was in sales. And you worked with, was it salmon there?
Yeah, raised salmon.
Raised salmon.
Yep, from little tiny until they were ready to go into the ocean.
Oh, yeah, that's really awesome. We went to a fish hatchery, the one by the dam up on your way to Hood River.
Right.
You can go there and visit. It's really pretty cool. Carroll Creek Antiques, you worked in sales. And was that? No, that was in Frederick,
Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah, what a great job
MD
that was.
is Maryland.
Yes,
okay.
it is. Yeah, Maryland.
Cool.
What a great job that was. Working for a retired dentist.
Oh, cool.
This little dentist guy with long arms and big fingers from ripping out teeth, I guess. And, yeah, he had these big, giant baseball glove hands.
Wow.
And he was a great guy.
Wow, so he would be good with those pliers.
Oh.
I would think you'd have to have small hands. I mean, my dentist is always climbing in my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know how
it's more technical nowadays, I
don't know
think.
how they do it. Well, that's true.
That's
true.
Back then, I think they didn't have the special tools. I think they just were ripping them out.
Grabbed them with his fingers and just
right, impossible with those meat hooks for sure.
Hold on there, son.
And then he had these jars, and this is a true story. He had these jars, and there was like 40 or 50 of these canister jars filled full of gold teeth that he had removed out of people that had gold in them, and he saved them. Ooh, that wasn't good.
Oops. Well, that's why it was buzzing my sorry about that. My mic
that was good.
It wasn't freaking plugged in. So it is recording. It was working. It was going. I got to check something. You keep telling your story.
Yeah. So he had all these gold teeth in all these canister jars. Melt the gold out and probably made a bunch of money.
Oh, now, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to have to edit. So I have to write down a 17, 16, 30. I have to look for that click later. And
17, 16, 38. Those could be the first three
17,
numbers
16,
of the
38.
mega bell. Right? Remember that, folks.
Unfortunately, that won't help me. I need, 5?
You need 5. We'll come up with 5.
Yeah, 5 numbers. So the growing, it's pretty incredible. Pretty neat that's okay in Oregon now, that you can grow tomato plants.
Right, it is.
And quite a lot of them for personal people. And if you have a medical card, you can grow a lot of tomato plants.
You can.
And it's finally, I guess, driven the price of tomato down a little bit.
Right. Well, you wouldn't know it if you went to these dispensaries.
Well, that's for sure. Yeah,
you wouldn't know it.
I know. I just heard that story a month ago, and I was like, well, that hasn't changed anything yet.
Right.
I actually want to do a podcast with the Moss Crossings owner, but I have to figure out who he is.
Moss Crossings Zone?
Moss Crossings is the one by Friendly's.
Oh,
Moss
right.
Crossings is right. Yeah, right by Friendly's.
Oh, right up here.
Yeah, right up there.
We go to the one over off of Willamette Street, right by McDonald's, and maybe the kids. They sell kids' clothing right next door.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Wellness Center.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it there all the time.
Yeah, we go there.
There's so many. I haven't been in them all, but I had to go. There's one called Jamaica Joel's, and I had to check out Jamaica Joel's.
Where's that one at?
It's on 13th.
Ooh.
It's 13th and almost just before Willamette. If you're going down 13th, it's in a mini mall thing, and you go upstairs. They are recreational only, but I had to check out Jamaica Joel's.
Right, get pictures.
Yeah, and Moss Crossings is nearby, and then I've been to, when I have the back pain all the time, I got some patches, so Springfield was much cheaper to get those, so I would go all the way to Springfield. Really? I don't remember the name of it, but there's like 20 per square block, I think, now.
Huh.
Quite a few.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad your back's feeling better.
Oh, my God, so am I. Thank you.
See you biking all through town. And
yeah, I can bike a little bit. And, I finally did a drum solo yesterday for the first time in a year. I don't even know how I did it a year ago. I must have been on some good Vicodin or whatever I was taking, because I looked at that video to see how long it had been. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel, it's Joel the Drummist, and you can check out all my drum videos for all 5 of you listening. And I titled it something about my Thomas Superstar Classic drums, and it's gotten the most hits of any of my videos, like by 100 times or something. And it's funny because I think what happened was I was selling that drum kit. So I made the video and I said, if you want to check out the drums, go here. And I was selling it on eBay. So I think that started the ball rolling, because apparently on YouTube, once you get over 500 or 600 views, then they start kind of advertising it. They suggest it to other people. Hey, you like Tama drums? Maybe you like this video. So I think that's what happened, because nothing else has done anything like that.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll be curious what the next one does. Yeah, so I do that too. YouTube channel, all kinds of different things.
Right.
So you're looking for a sales job now, right?
I am.
You said you wanted a driving job.
Yeah, I would take any kind of courier job. I'll drive
You
anywhere.
Understand you can do that on your own.
Yeah, I do. You mean like an Uber?
Uber, Lyft. There's a new one that I can't remember the name of. I think you want to stay away from Uber and Lyft if you want to make money. But now there are several grocery delivery services that, for one, you won't have anyone throwing up in the back of your car. Right. That's what I'm always paranoid about with Uber and Lyft. And my car's now too old for Uber. They want 10 years or newer.
Jeez, right.
But the grocery delivery you can do in any car or on your bike, and I don't know, might be something to look into. I'll try and... it's on Craigslist. If you go to Craigslist, there's advertising for that. So that way you're just delivering, anything really. It's not just groceries. It's anything. It's the same as Uber and Lyft. It's entirely up to you. So you could work 60 hours a week, or you could work 10 hours a week. It's,
I like it.
You just log into the app and say, I'm ready to go, and they'll send you jobs, and you decide if you want them or not. So
could you imagine doing it all by bike, Joel?
No, but lots of people do. Really? I can't imagine. Oh, no. Yeah. Every time we order food from, about twice a year, we order food from Falling Sky, and the courier always arrives by bike. And,
Where's Falling Sky?
Falling Sky, the one we order from is on Blair. It's a brewer. It's a brewery and a delicatessen. And they have... Heidi actually knows the owner. She's got a connection to the owner. One of the instructors at work, the owner is her husband. So this guy came from New York, and he owned stuff there. And so he came here and made pretty much the same thing. So they make their own deli meats.
Wow.
It's on 13th, too. There's one on 13th, and there's one in the Herb Memorial Union. And it's so good. If you've ever had tried New York deli, which I never have. I can't say I've been to New York, but it sure tastes good.
I mean, I've been to New York, but I haven't had New York deli.
Yeah, it's like corned beef hash.
Love it.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give it a try.
Right.
So, anyway, whenever we do that, the person shows up on a bike. And the last time we called, the delivery had changed, so we didn't. We just went and picked it up. But, yeah. So what else? Oh, I'm going to start going down my list.
All right.
Just because I hardly ever get to do this. Last couple of people I had on just talked forever. Couldn't stop them.
Right. I don't talk as much as my girlfriend, and I'm telling you, folks.
No, you talked quite a bit until I turn on that mic. It's typical.
Right.
Oh, the mic's on.
Right. Starry-eyed is what I got, Joel.
Because it's pretty impressive being in the castle and all. This is my my homemade castle.
Well, to be honest with you, Joel, let me tell you.
Brought the castle all the way to Missouri just to talk to you. Go ahead.
Well, my girlfriend, she has the change of life going on, so she heats up quite a bit. And so we have our air conditioner on at about 40. I wear sweatshirts and sweats during the summertime. Now, I agree this is a palace, but I'm sweating right through my shirts here.
Yeah, it still gets a little hot because in the castles you don't have AC. You can't put it in a
My girl would melt here.
Yeah.
She would melt.
You can relax, sit back, as if you're just peeking the mic when you do that.
Oh, yeah.
She would, yeah, and I'm melting a little bit too. It just, and I thought about, maybe we could put it off, but it's going to be hot for a few days, so what the hell?
Right, what can you do?
What the hell? I actually love the heat. I lived in LA for a long time, and when Heidi and I moved up here, we could not get used to cold weather.
Oh, she's from LA as well?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So am I.
Well, a long time ago, right?
I was born there.
You were born there?
Yeah, I was born in Inglewood, California.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed in there anymore.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can go there.
Not very...
No problem.
Yeah.
You could deliver.
Right.
I actually worked as a driver for years in Los Angeles, and I would occasionally have to go in neighborhoods that were pretty scary.
Right.
But they ignored me.
Right.
I obviously wasn't a gang member, so
correct.
Screw it.
You're not there to buy
unless
drugs.
I got
You're
in a
not
crossfire.
a snitch.
Yeah,
right.
you're. I mean, it was obvious.
I'm bringing their sandwiches.
It was really obvious. I was delivering stuff.
Right.
I look like a delivery guy I probably still do. What the hell am I saying?
No, you actually look like a broadcaster, a podcaster, a broadcaster.
Yeah, same
really
thing.
Do. Yeah, same thing.
I mean, podcasting amazes me that it's becoming so popular because it's just radio. I'm sure I've said this on the show before, but it used to be called radio, but now it's put out digitally, so it's a podcast, and anyone can pick up and do it. I hope if I do it long enough, then people will start listening. Well, I'm just going to keep throwing them out there. So, I'll ask you a couple questions, and, if it leads to other conversation, then it's fine. Do you like turtles?
I love turtles.
Like which kind?
Well, I like
sea turtles.
I hadn't really thought about the turtle question. I like real colorful turtles. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to Winco and go shopping, there's this aisle that has these turtles.
Oh,
it really does.
Like stuffed turtles, or
no? They're ceramic turtles. But they have the little squares of glass, so when you move them, they change colors and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
We were just holding a turtle like that the other day when we went shopping.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. I get a different answer every time. Duh. Of course I do.
Right.
People are different.
But no, we were just holding turtles. Yeah, that's funny.
That's awesome. Have you ever thought about doing a podcast?
Well, no, this is my first podcast.
I assume, since you've never listened to a podcast. It's great to have people on who's never listened, because
that's not... I don't know, Joel, if that's true. Like, Dr. Phil has podcasts that I've seen on the Dr. Phil show.
Oh, okay.
Now, is that seeing a podcast?
Yeah, sort of.
So I would say, I've sort of seen a podcast.
But, he's famous, so that's a cheat.
Yeah, he has really famous people, too.
He's got really famous people, which,
that's why people tune in, right?
That's why people tune in. So if any famous people want to come on my show, come on, I'll let you in the castle. I'll wait for a cooler day. Do you believe in luck?
I believe in luck completely. I live on luck.
Uh-huh.
I'm a live on luck guy.
Right on.
Yeah. Due to the fact I don't have a job, I'm looking for luck.
You're looking for luck.
In all the right places.
I kind of believe in luck in the positive and the negative. Like, a lot of times if things don't go well, maybe it's just your luck. I mean, so many people that do really well seem to have a lot of luck. I don't know.
Well, I believe...
lot of good luck. I mean, because like as actors, there is 1% or less of actors that actually make a living in it.
Right.
And I don't mean actors like me.
Wow, that's really low.
Yeah, it's really low. I mean actors that are trying to make a living at it. Not folks like myself who act in community theater and would love to do it, but I'm not trying. I'm not moving back to LA. I'm not moving to New York.
Right.
I don't have an agent.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. But only 1% of people who do that can make a living in it. So it's very low. So I think some of that is luck, a good portion of it.
Right place at the right time, for sure.
Yeah, and I think the other part of it is having a terrible childhood.
Right.
You always hear an actor's story more than half the time.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, man, I had a terrible childhood.
Lived in a car, had to tell jokes just to eat food.
Right. Right. So, yeah, you do. Social media, you don't spend a lot of time on social media, but you think it's good, bad, indifferent, evil, spying on us?
Well, it is, conspiracy theory-wise, I'd have to say yes, they're spying on us for sure. Maybe social media is one part of it.
That's not even a conspiracy anymore. They've been busted. They've been busted spying on us.
They have. Yeah. I mean, we're all spied on.
Yeah.
I like social media for, I guess, to keep up with my friends that I haven't seen in a long time. Do I agree with social media? I think it's progressing our society too quick.
Well, that's an interesting outlook. And I think other people probably have that take. It's going faster than maybe we're ready for.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's been 50 years since we've set foot on the moon, and look what we've done in 50 years since then. So
we've elected a moron.
Well,
was that what you mean?
A couple of morons, actually.
Well, okay, there's more than one.
Yeah,
honestly.
there's in 50 years.
Honestly, in 50 years,
right?
Yeah. We've done well. We've done really good at electing morons. But that's true. That's true. I mean, part of my thing is I'm trying to create some positive vibes in my podcast and sort of. I'm not very good at social. Some people are excellent at it. I think mostly they're younger than me. But, some people are just like social media experts, and whatever they say, a million people respond to. And I don't know. I don't know how to do that. But I would love to start sort of an army of positive people on social media somehow.
Well, there's a lot of positive people.
There is.
I think my social media consists of Facebook. So that's basically my social media. So, and all 384 friends are friends that I know. So they're pretty positive people showing pictures of their families. And I do got a couple of people on there that aren't so appetizing. But what do you do? Delete them?
Yeah, I do. Actually.
You do?
I do. It depends. If the people that just put up stuff that I think is ridiculous, I do. I'm like, I don't need to see this. Right. And because I lately too, several times lately, I've heard people go, I don't look at Facebook because it's depressing. And all I think to myself is, who is on your friends list?
Right.
Why is it depressing? It shouldn't be. And I mean, sure, I see waves and waves sometimes of things that is kind of depressing, like when a shooting happens, there's waves and waves.
Yeah, but you can just scroll right on by it. You can
just scroll right on by it.
And
or you can even click, here's a little tip, gentlemen and ladies and anyone else. If you click on the right little tab on top, you can say, don't show me this or show me less of this. There's a place you can click and say, show me less of this person. They're not fun.
Right.
So, yeah. You can control it somewhat. They are definitely trying to use you for advertising. I mean, that's a big part of it. But that also you can control by not playing so many games.
I like the games.
Yeah, that's what takes your information whenever you play a game.
I play Zynga Poker, and I've almost got $1 billion.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm at 900.
You could help me build the rest of this castle.
I could. I mean, egg crates for everyone.
$1 billion. Egg crates. There's not one egg crate in here. That's so funny that people think that. You see an egg crate?
No, I don't see an egg crate. So what?
No egg crate.
Why would I refer those as egg crates?
It's just because we do. Because when we
is that egg crate back there, the little squares?
Nope. No, that's just packing material. Yeah.
Well, I'm misquoted with that, Joel.
One of my guests said, these aren't egg crates. They must be alien egg crates. It's not egg crates.
They're really cool, actually.
Just packing. Yeah, I actually would have replaced almost all of it by now with real sound stuff, but Heidi really likes it.
I like it a lot.
She really,
Oh, she's got that art eye.
Exactly. Right. She's an artist. That's true. Obviously, you don't have a favorite podcast. Get any new furniture lately?
She's looking. Let me tell you, we're looking for a sofa.
Yeah?
Yes, we are really looking. Yeah, so...
Sofa's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to find. I mean, it's hard to find one that's comfortable, and it's hard to find one that you can afford.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they're expensive. Woo. Yeah, where do you go?
Yeah. We always look for those closeout sales or something, but yeah, it's tough. What's the last thing you bought online?
Gosh, do I buy anything online? I don't buy anything online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't buy anything online. No.
And you're younger than I am.
Yeah, I don't buy anything
You're younger
online.
than I am, and you don't buy stuff online.
No.
Way to go.
No.
Have you broken any laws lately?
No. I have not broken any law. Well, matter of fact, I have. I haven't gotten my car insurance yet, and I did drive the other day.
Okay.
So
there you go. That counts.
I am in Millersburg, Missouri.
Millersburg, Missouri. So
it's a scrapper's law.
It's all right. There's no one. Yeah, scrapper's law. There's no police around. So
drove up to get some biscuits and gravy. That's it.
No worries.
Yeah.
Do you even need insurance in Millersburg? Here in Millersburg?
Well, believe it or not, Joel, you need insurance everywhere in the United States. There is no insurance. You don't need car insurance.
Oh, I thought that was state to state.
I think every state might be.
Well, every state might have adopted that law now.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Is there a state you can drive without insurance?
You may not need it here in Missouri.
Just a bunch of people just.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny.
I think there's states where you may not need it. Ever want to do something else for a living? Well, I guess you do because you're looking for a job.
I am.
Looking for a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 best reasons to come on this podcast.
Well,
I haven't heard one. I haven't asked that for a while.
I wanted to experience a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to keep my responsibility, even though I canceled on Monday and did it on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that messed up my whole schedule.
Right, and that's why I was scrambling. That's my fault.
I had to call Patrick Swayze. And, wait, he's not around anymore.
Patrick Swayze.
I had to call.
That's why I quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it Patrick Swayze?
Not really, but it could be.
He struggled a long time, I guess, without really saying.
I think he was a mean person, actually.
You think so?
I think he was an asshole.
Oh. Why do you think that? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never really heard that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Let me Google
Just because
that.
of Roadhouse?
No, I liked him in Roadhouse. I liked him in everything he played, but I kind of heard he was kind of an asshole.
But he was in Roadhouse with our neighbor.
Right. That would have been Millersburg. Right, the big bar in Millersburg, right next to the all-you-can-eat biscuits and gravy.
Oh, yeah, okay. His co-star lives right up the street, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, oh God, I always forget his name. He was in Tombstone and big mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, the guy.
Sam Elliott.
He does sound like Sam Elliott. The Fireplace Place?
No, there's an actual guy that lives in
really?
Sam Elliott. Yeah, it's been in the newspaper.
Ah.
He lives in Coburg. He has a farm. His family has lived there his entire life. So
wow.
He just has been very low profile. And for some reason, I guess people just started seeing him. So he did a couple interviews to say, yeah, I'm here. But
really? Here in Coburg,
mm-hmm.
huh? Yeah,
but, he works all the time. So you never see him. But I know a studio owner here. I'm pretty sure he did the Ford commercials at that guy's studio because I know he did some voiceover stuff there.
That's good to know. That's good to have him around.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had his number, I'd give him a call, see if he wants to come check out the castle.
Right.
He could be my first celebrity. So, Sam Elliott, if you're listening.
Right.
Or anyone that knows him.
And my granny used to live in Coburg. She was 111 when she died.
Was she really?
Yeah.
We thought, wow, Heidi's mom was 98 and a half.
Yeah,
we thought she was old. Or was it 99? Oh, no, already forgotten. It's
99.
Just happened. Whew. Do you believe in talent?
I do believe in talent.
All right.
Yeah.
I've heard people say they don't believe in talent. It's usually celebrities or very talented people I've heard say don't believe in talent, and I'm always confused by that.
Oh, I believe completely in talent.
It's like, what are you talking about? You don't believe in talent.
Right.
You talented schmuck.
I mean, do you believe in luck or talent more?
Actually, I believe in both.
Right,
I believe in both. I think that talent's helpful. I mean, you still usually have to work really hard at whatever you're doing.
Right.
But if you have no talent for it, you probably won't even start.
You're not even going to make the team. You're not even going to make
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's even. I mean, sports is a really good example. If you have no talent for football, you're not going to make a football. You're not going to be on the team.
You're not even going to be invited.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're going to have to pay to get
sorry,
in to
kid,
watch.
you have no talent.
That is
and,
correct.
Most of us are familiar with that. It's like most of us don't have. And the other part is luck. With football, all sports are a good example because it's the luck of being born with bones that don't break as easy as other people. It's the luck of being born with muscles that heal faster than most people. It's the luck of being born with heart and lungs that maybe are slightly bigger than other people's. So there's definitely luck to that too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would say talent comes before luck. You got to be talented and then you get lucky.
I think, I kind of think that too.
If you don't have any talent, you're not going to get lucky in that.
It's going to be tough. Yeah. I mean, unless you win the lottery, which is the ultimate
right. I mean, I hit
version
apples
of luck
in my backyard all the time. Do you ever hear me hit apples? I take apples out of I take the apples out of the tree and I throw them over in this little corner here, and then I hit them with my golf club.
Oh, with your golf club?
Yeah. So.
Oh, do you hit them like right behind me?
No, I hit them all straight right, but they all break up. So they all just make it to the fence.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Man, I figured you were using a bat, but no, you use a golf club. So you golf?
I do golf.
Cool. What's your favorite course?
Here in town.
Here in Missouri.
Oh, here in Missouri? Well, of course, the Millersburg Pines.
What about if you went to, I don't know, Eugene, Oregon?
Well, Eugene, Oregon, I know
you golf there sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I've golfed out in, oh, God, what is that place off Coburg Road out here? I haven't golfed in a while here. Mm-hmm. Oakway.
Oakway, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very nice course.
Yeah.
What's the one up here?
Isn't that the park, the public course?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I know somebody that lives right next to that, and now I'm completely forgetting what that's called. It's a really nice park here.
Yeah, just right above us.
Yeah.
Here in Millersburg Pines.
Wow. I can't believe I'm spacing the name of that.
Yeah, G and I go up there and sometimes watch them hit balls.
Uh-huh.
It's a great course. Nice looking.
They did have a tour come through here last year. One of the PGA games happened in, I think, not Oakway. Was it Oakway course?
It possibly could have been.
I think that might be it. Yeah.
Or maybe the country club.
Do you think there's something after this?
After this podcast, or
no? After life,
I do.
After
I do.
Well, after the podcast, obviously.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's something after this. For sure. What? I can't say, but I'd have to say that we're all going to be able to see our grandparents and everybody that we've lost. Hopefully, we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think too.
I believe in heaven and hell. I believe in God. Or I believe in Buddha. I believe in any higher power for anybody in the right way is the right way.
Okay.
There isn't just one God, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a whole bunch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in God as, I think it relates to the universe. I mean, I definitely believe in a higher power, but I think that it is, that it's everything. Yeah. Like everything's connected. Yeah. And it's like Einstein said, the ultimate search for truth is the search for God. So he said once he's really just looking for God, and which I think is interesting. And so, yeah, I think that I also think there's an afterlife. And I think that it's not really explainable to people here.
It's hard
when you're living, you know, it's hard, I think, to have the real concept. I've listened to a lot of podcasts about people who have had near-death experiences. And then I listened to, you know who Deepak Chopra is?
No.
Oh, okay. He's a spiritual guy. Right. He has lots of books out and stuff. And he's also a Klingon.
Did you watch Star Trek,
I always
Joel?
thought, yeah, I did.
I never saw one episode.
That name, Deepak Chopra, I always thought,
it's a good one.
Chopra. You know, but anyway, you never watched Star Trek?
Didn't see one episode.
Wow.
I did see Star Wars in 76, 77.
But that was it.
That was it.
Wow, that's amazing that you've avoided that. My sister is an actual Trekkie. Right. So I have seen I've seen a lot of the series, but I've not seen all of them. She's seen every single episode of every single series more than once.
Right.
And I haven't seen that much. But
Me either.
I've seen a good amount of Star Trek. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because I believe in the stories I believe that they have. I haven't seen an episode, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
But I do believe in the concept.
Uh-huh.
We're living it almost right now. So Star Trek, at least spaceships and what we got going above Earth.
Yeah, the fact that we have, I don't know if you ever see Heidi and I run out in the 9 or 10 o'clock at night this month. We kept going out there.
Oh, I didn't see it. No.
Yeah, good. Because we were naked and stuff.
Right.
But, yeah.
No. Well, no, I'll be out there tonight.
For most of the month, you could see the space station go over.
Huh.
So we would go out. There was a site that you could get the time when it was going over your city, right? And it said the direction it was coming from. And if you ran outside and it was dark enough,
you can watch it go by.
You can watch it go by.
Interesting.
I think it's going 230,000 miles an hour or something.
Wow.
But it's just this big bright light, and it doesn't blink like a plane. So you know
230,000 miles an hour.
It's just the speed that it rotates at, because it goes around the Earth like 9 times a day or something like that.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It really is incredible.
Yeah.
I was listening to another podcast where someone was talking to an astronaut that had been up there for 4 months. And, you're listening away and you're thinking, oh, yeah, that's interesting. And you come back and you have to get used to gravity. And yeah, that's interesting. And then eventually it clicks that this guy spent 4 months in space.
Right.
And there's always now, all the time, a space station circling the Earth with astronauts on it.
Right.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, we got amazing things,
incredible.
more things going on up there than we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing all kinds of experiments.
We're planting, and I believe there's people up there living with, I just think there's things going on up there for sure.
So you believe in aliens, you're saying?
No. I don't believe in aliens.
No.
I believe that we are the aliens.
What about illegal aliens?
I believe in them.
Okay.
Yeah. We won't get it. That's government stuff.
We are the aliens, and that could be.
Maybe we've already been here before. Maybe we've already reached this pinnacle, but Earth maybe.
And it goes in cycles.
And then the rich got away.
Yeah.
And then they replenished the Earth,
Yeah, it could be. That's very, very possible. As old as the universe is, it could have happened, thousands of times.
Why they did dinosaurs, I'll never know, but... Right? Because it's a true thing.
That's really funny. There was a scene.
For oil, maybe?
Have you ever seen a show called Preacher?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. It's a crazy show, but they had God looking at the dinosaurs.
Right.
Anyway, hilarious scene.
That is funny, though.
Do you watch television?
I do. Too much.
Too much?
Yeah. I like sitcoms, and we watch reality TV.
Oh,
like tonight, The Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, you're the ones. That's on every night, isn't it?
It's on Monday and Tuesdays, and then we watch Big Brother.
Big Brother, that's the other one. What the heck is that?
Big Brother
I don't even understand what's going on because I always watch like Netflix and Amazon and those kind of things. And when I exit out of those programs, one of those shows is always on, and I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, Big Brother is
besides good-looking people.
Yeah, well, not a lot of good-looking people in that. Bachelor in Paradise, for sure, is the models and stuff. That's where they're trying to find the one. But I believe they're not really trying to find the one. I think they're just trying to get publicity to be on TV. Right. So,
it's scripted, right?
I believe they make money, too.
Yes. They make a lot of money.
Yeah, they do. But we act like it's not scripted, and we like it.
Oh, well, okay. You just pretend.
Now, Big Brother, there's smugly people.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought those were all kind of supermodel looking people.
Kind of nerdy sometimes. They run nerds, and not that nerds are ugly. They run different kinds of people, celebrities. They do Celebrity Big Brother.
Right. Right.
They always have somebody old, somebody new, somebody borrowed. I mean...
somebody blue.
Somebody blue.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not big on reality shows. I certainly understand. It was explained to me once. I can't remember who was talking about this, but it's obvious why reality shows are so big on TV. And it's because a reality show with a big budget might cost $500,000 to produce per episode. A drama with a small budget is going to cost $1 to $2 million to produce.
Right.
So I see why reality shows are so popular. It's
cheap.
It's cheap.
And making huge money.
Yeah.
It's a smorgasbord of money making.
Exactly. Because they're not paying, yes, the people are actors, but they're not paid like actors in a drama. They're not paid that kind of salary, and eventually some of them become ridiculously big stars, and then they have to pay them. But they make more money, probably on their YouTube channels and Instagram than on Big Brother.
Right.
That's where they make the big money.
Exactly. Endorsements and stuff like that.
Yeah. And selling products and endorsements. Exactly.
Right.
It's quite a world.
It is.
Quite a world.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It's pretty bizarre. All right. Well, I think we've spent enough time in the oven.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's been really great having you.
Thank you very much,
awesome.
Joel. You're welcome. A privilege.
Cool. It's been fun. This has been Joel Albrecht, and the show is. Were you still talking? Today I have Jeff Tobey on the show, and all his friends are gonna snap it right up. If you like the show, share it with somebody, and maybe it'll get bigger, and I can keep doing it for even longer. Thanks a lot for listening in. If you listen this long, you must like it. Or what are you listening for anyway? Crazy, huh? All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and be good to each other.